his yard, so he brought it out, and it had a pig nipple on it already for water, so it holds quite a bit of water. We'll have to wait and see how often we have to fill it, but I built a little stand for it just so it's sitting here, and they caught on really quickly to the pig nipple. I had planned to kind of come in here and show them how it works, but by the time I walked away and came back, they had it figured out. This work is going to work out really well, I think. I had plans to get some ABS piping and a few nipples, pig nipples, but just the one seems to be plenty. The only thing I added, because we are going to put an electric fence up. We haven't done it yet. They seem to, it doesn't seem to be a problem, but as they get bigger and they're stronger, I don't want them pushing on the fence. So the kids don't have to come in here. I push this out and I just added a hole so they can fill the tank from the outside and they don't have to come in. But otherwise it's pretty much works really well. So of course I didn't want to spend really any money, so I built a little feeder out of, you know, kind of what we had lying around. I just guessed at the size and dimensions and all that, and just kind of how it works. But again, the kids can feed it from the back side. I sloped a piece of tin inside so that as you add feed, it forces it towards the front. The pigs, again, I thought I was gonna have to spend a lot of time teaching them how to get in here and get their food, but they figured it out really quickly. They just kind of push up with their nose and access that. The one kind of mistake I made was, not mistake, but through trial and error, was this lid was all one piece, and I didn't want to use really thick plywood so they could lift it with their nose, but it was one piece and I cut it in half because they could get it open, but they were struggling to lift it. So half the lid is a lot easier for them to lift. So they just lift that and they can feed whenever they want to. What else did we do? I found an old half tire lying around. I just screwed a piece of plywood to the bottom side that we're going to throw all our slop in, rather than just throw it all on the ground. And built a little shelter again, just with lumber that we found lying around. I had a old bucket of frozen stain that froze in the winter. The kids used that up to paint it, and I'm waiting to find some cheap shingles to put the roof on, which will come soon. But the pigs like it. Threw some straw in, and it works really well. The one thing we have this little shelter on this side, which, depending on the sun, I think it's important for them to be able to get out of the sun if they want, and as well as, you know, wind and rain. So I face this away from the west. So the west side is over here, and this is the east. All of our wind here on our property comes from the west. All the, you know, driving rain, driving snow, it all comes from the west. So I put the back of the shelter facing the west, so they should be able to have a cozy space. But that's pretty much it, other than adding the electric fence. At some point, they really haven't been rooting around. They haven't been trying to get out. They've been really docile, sleeping, eating, sleeping, and that's pretty much it. I think as they get bigger, they're going to start pushing and rooting and trying to get out. So we want to get the fence up soon so that they learn, you know, the space at an early age rather than when they're bigger. So we'll do that soon. But that's our pig pen, and it's pretty basic, but it seems to be working pretty well. So anybody can do it.